I'm really excited because we are back here again at Sandhurst. It's our third time here. It's the ClubCarp Social. This time ahead of us, we've got 3 nights and it's going to be a fantastic session. And I say that because we have got some absolutely terrific weather on side over the course of the session. Now, this morning we got set up, the guys have arrived. We've done a really good lap around the lake, and during that time we point out some key features, what's been fishing well the previous week, so everybody has got an equal opportunity in the draw. We've had a good look at all the swims. The guys have made their decisions on where they want to fish, but we've come into doing a draw where they pick out balls out of a hat and then they take it in turns to be able to pick the swim that they want. They've now barrowed round all the gear to their swims and have spent the last hour or so getting themselves set up, probably finding some spots, getting a little bit of bait mixed up, getting their bivvies and beds ready for this evening. Now I'm going to head on around the lake, see how they're getting on, and then I don't think it'll be long before we see our first fish on the bank this evening. Right, so all of the chaps, the draw's been done, are now out in their swims and they're setting up for the day. It's about midday on our first day, and I've popped down to Henry, who's in swim 16 down on Sandhurst, who is just going about a bit of feature finding. So I'm helping him out looking at a few areas. Already we've seen a few different spots, and Henry's already cast it out and he's found quite a firm area. So he's just wrapping it up now so we can log down the wraps. We're going to investigate the area a bit more, find out if that is the best spot in that zone, and we've actually, funnily enough, after he's wheeled in, seen one lop over where he was aiming for. So Henry's going to finish wrapping up. He's got his numbers. We're going to test again. We're going to investigate the area and see what we've got going on out in the market. But good stuff. What number do you end up on?
Well, 15, I think 15, just a little bit.
15 and a half.
15 and a half, yeah.
Perfect. Right, whip that one back in,
Cool.
and then let's get it back out on the spot again. Hi, I'm Lewis Sherwood and you join me here at Sandhurst. Absolutely buzzing for this trip. Been really excited for the last couple of months since George at ClubCarp has asked me to come over and help with the tuition here with some of the anglers on site. So there is actually 18 anglers. I'm actually one of them. I actually got to choose the ball first when we came out to do the draw, and unfortunately for the other lads it was me that come out first. And I did choose my first peg of choice, which is actually the pipe swim. Very famous swim, does a lot of fish, does a lot of good fish as well. So there is actually loads and loads of fish showing absolutely everywhere. There's a lot of fish showing in front of the second pipe. There's a lot of fish showing just in front of this island swim here, peg 27. Pegs 1 and 2 I think will do a lot of fish. It is supposed to be quite hot over the next couple of days, so I think peg 1 and 2 will do quite a few fish as well. You've also got peg 6, so Rachel's in peg 6. She'll probably have a few fish. I know she likes to wangle out a few big uns. Then you've got pegs 9 and 10 who predominantly do the big fish. So over the next couple of days, what I'm going to do is I'm going to help out a couple of anglers and really fine-tune their angling. So some people, they might be struggling in finding their spots. So I've already helped a couple of people with that. But also some people might need help with their solid bags, might need to tie a specific rig. So I'm here on board, hopefully to catch a few fish, but I'm actually here to help the anglers out as well.
Okay, so I'm just about to put out some new rigs. I've just changed mine over. So what I've changed it over to is a piece of yellow foam topped with some fake slow sinking sweet corn. And the reason why I'm doing that is because the feed I'm putting out over the top of it is primarily sweet corn based. So you can see that that pretty much disappears into that feed. So when it's sat on the bottom, hopefully the carp will come along and mistake that hook bait for some of that free food. And the rig I'm using is the good old Ronnie rig, one of my own homemade, very simple to tie. Would absolutely recommend that to anybody. It's done me some good captures in the past, and to be honest with you, I would not use anything else, especially here at Sandhurst.
Good morning, it's the first morning here at Sandhurst. I'm on tea duty, Angela's on breakfast duty, and we've got bacon and sausage on the go, ready to deliver around to the guys. So plan this morning then, here at these events, we'd like to do a little bit of tuition, a bit of group activity as well. In a bit, we're going to deliver the breakfast to everybody, and then shortly after, about 3 o'clock today, everyone's going to come round to the social area around here. Lewis Sherwood from Ridgemonkey's down, he's going to be doing a little bit of tuition. We've got a water tank, and I think he's going to be going through some solid bags, some rig prep, and then we're going to go straight into a few fun and games, a quiz, a few drinks, and a nice bit of food. Not to mention, obviously, we're here for the fishing, so fingers crossed a few fish come out between now and then. But most of the guys here are all to learn something, and no doubt they'll all be round a little bit later on to learn a new trick or two.
So, we are doing a bit of surface fishing. There's a carp right there, so we're going to chuck this piece of bread right in front of it and hopefully catch it. So, I mean, it's 28 degrees, the sun is shining. The rules here at Sandhurst state that you can't use a zig rig, so the only way really to fish for them on top is floater fishing. So yeah, it's midday, like I say, the sun's baking, and they're actually showing up in this sort of bank, in this bay here. Been here about 10 minutes, or about 3 or 4 carp showing now. So yeah, like I say, just trying to get the rig in front of them and see if we can pick one off. It's been hard fishing on the bottom, so hopefully we can get one off the top, and there's another one approaching my bait now, so fingers crossed.
So Lewis has done a little bit of tuition. It's only time now, it's baking hot. I've got myself a beer. The guys have huddled around in some shade, and it's time to do Aaron's famous quiz. We're now 24 hours into the session. It's been a bit of a slow start, but the guys have now got themselves well established in their pegs, found some good spots, put plenty of bait out, and now fine-tune their fishing. Today we've had a great day with a bit of tuition from Lewis Sherwood. We've had a good old feed up with some fish and chips from the local fish and chip shop, and then we've also done a little bit further tuition with Sam and a bit of photography, along with a quiz and a few bottles of fizz sprayed over each other from a few PBs broken in France a few weeks ago. It's night number 1. No, it's not. It's night number 2, in fact. The guys are well established. Fingers crossed we'll get a few fish out throughout the night and into tomorrow.
So we have got a nice mirror. It's been really tough here at Sandhurst. The weather hasn't helped at all. Let's get her out and have a look at her. So bait wise, good old pro stim with a bit of triple X and a little bit of pellet, and the ester tones, a little bit lively, but yeah, there she is. Really happy with that. What an absolutely stunning fish. So, a few little marks which we'll sort out in a minute, but yeah, really happy with that. Yep. Right.
What do you say? What do you reckon it was here?
Upper double. What is it?
It's an upper 20.
Is it?
What's that? 26.8?
26.8?
26, 27. Oh, they're in two digits. 26.2.
26.2.
26.2. Nice one, mate.
That'll ding dang do. Here we are again, once again on the avenue of the famous Sandhurst. I'd never thought that I'd have two cracking fish along here and photos to be had with it, you know. And mystery and surprises is this. Let's get her up and have a look. There she is. So we've got another epic day here at Sandhurst. Another 24 hours left. Let's hope we can get a few more out and the other members too. So we'll get her back, have a bit of breakfast and a cup of tea, I think, and enjoy the rest of the day in this beautiful weather. Oh, thank you everyone. She's ready to go. There she goes. That's it.
Say £18 guess, but I'm crap at guessing weight, so that's gone 24 on the nose. Yeah. So we'll take the net off in a second. Normally weighs about 3. They go in, yeah, 4.5, so 4 3/4, so what's that? 19 1/4, give or take. 19 1/4, that'll do nicely.
Very good morning, and things are starting to look up a little bit here at Sandhurst. It's been exceptionally hot. We're on day 3 and it's been really tough fishing so far, but this morning the tables have turned. Now Ed's caught himself an absolute cracking upper 20. We've also had Tom with a fantastic fish as well, and now Ray has just given us a shout because he's caught himself a carp as well. So it's all happening here this morning at Sandhurst on the ClubCarp Social. So let's see what Ray's now caught himself. His first Sandhurst carp, so it's going to be pretty special. Let's have a look. So it's around 11 o'clock on our second morning here at Sandhurst. Now the fishing has picked up quite a bit. So yesterday when I spoke to all the anglers, they've been fishing really well, but the lake itself isn't actually fishing that well. Obviously the massive spike in temperatures, but also the algae bloom doesn't help either. Now when I spoke to the anglers yesterday, I did say, look, you're fishing really well, but you don't need to put any more bait out. They're really not up for the feed at the moment. Zigs would be perfect right now, but unfortunately zigs are banned. Now, when they went back to their swims, after we had a nice bit of fish and chips, people just put maybe 1 or 2 spoms out, but mainly, most of the people just put their rods out with no bait at all. And what I said is that bite time can usually last up to around 12 o'clock the next day. So people have kind of sat on their hands, waited through the liners, and fortunately, and slightly unfortunately, Ed lost one this morning, but he backed it up with a 26 pounder. Now obviously people see that around the lake and they're kind of thinking, oh, do I put more bait out? Do I need to redo my rigs? But what they've done is sat on their hands, like I said, and there's been a fish out on the island, and Ray's also caught one as well. So it's just about sitting on your hands and wait for it to happen. But well done to the lads that have had one so far. Hopefully we've got a couple more hours for bite time so we can have a few fish around the lake.
So we're just getting some mixers out to see if we can get them going, as there's a lot of carp here in the bay. They've just started taking, so there's been about 3 carp just coming up to take some of the mixers. So we're going to get on the floater rod in a minute, get some bread on and see if we can catch one. So we've just seen a couple starting to take the mixers. They're right in front of us, so we're just going to get a piece of bread out there and see if we can nick one. So there's a group of about 4 of them coming. And there's one to the left as well, look. Be nice. I think we've got the hardest bit coming up yet. Got to strike it at the right time. Yeah, right, okay. I'll get ready. Yeah, fucking hell.
That's just where he's just landed all that. Just beyond it.
The birds are a bit of a pain in the arse, but apart from that, all right. So the more mixes we chuck out, as soon as they land in the water, more carp are actually coming into the bay. So hopefully we can get them competing, we can strike and get one.
At the minute, I'm attached to a nice little fully scaled mirror. Been a long time coming, thought I'd put one out on a floater rod, and here we are. Yes! Absolute Sandhurst Scaly. On a wafter, just a floating wafter, tiny little hook. Yeah.
I was just around the other side of the lake, doing the rounds, making sure everyone's all right. It's been a blistering hot day, and I saw Jordan spring up out of his chair and strike his rod. And he has worked exceptionally hard today. It's been blistering hot. I've already said that once, but the man has finally got a Sandhurst carp.
Thank you, mate.
And he caught it off the top as well.
Yeah, one off the top, yeah.
So,
nicked it off the top. See a couple of shows and just flick float rod out there, and
brilliant.
Here we are.
Good angling, mate. A lot of people would fish the majority of the time at a venue like this on the deck, but Jordan has adapted to the changing conditions and actually started fishing on the surface where the fish are. So well done, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Right, let's get out and have a look.
Yeah, 23.
Happy with that?
Absolutely. Absolutely buzzing. Been very, very hard work since Sunday morning. Got a few feeding on the top. Thought I'd take the opportunity to put a little floater rod out. Well, and the carp speaks for itself. Absolute Sandhurst banger. Bigger than I thought, but welcome nonetheless.
So we had no success yesterday fishing on the surface. The fish were sort of coming into the bay. They took like one or two floaters and then sort of spooked off the spot. I was also fighting with the gulls and the swans, so it made it really difficult to catch something off the top. So we came back in for the last evening. We've gone back onto the same spots that we've been fishing over the past couple of days. We took minimal bait out. We've chucked minimal bait out over the same spots, 3 spoms on each spot, 3 rods on the spot, and yeah, nothing came of it. So what would I do differently? I mean, to be fair, the lake's been fishing quite hard. We've been here for 3 days, there's only been 5 fish out. The weather's not helped. You know, zigs are also banned on the lake, so that means you can't really fish up in the upper layers, apart from fishing on the surface, which we tried, didn't work out. So I mean, maybe for next time, fish higher chods, fish in the weed maybe, stiff hinges, something like that. So maybe a slight change in tactic, or just finding different spots. Again, I've sort of I've tried to work 2 spots over the past few days and nothing's really produced. So yeah, maybe for next time, just a quick change of tactics might help, but say that's pretty much it for the session so far.
You enjoyed it though?
Oh yeah, it's been really good. We had a good social. We met Lewis from Ridgemonkey as well, who showed us how to splice some leaders. So that was quite good. But yeah, really good social, and looking forward to the next one.
Well, we come to the end of our 72-hour social here at Sandhurst. Now, it's been a fantastic opportunity to help those anglers here at Sandhurst really fine-tune their angling. They fish really, really well, but unfortunately, the conditions that we've been dealt with just hasn't been great. There's an algae bloom on the lake, which hasn't helped whatsoever, but also the weather itself hasn't helped at all. So it's been battling 30-degree weather, 31 degrees, all day, every day, throughout the night as well. So it's really tough conditions. And there has been 4 fish out and lost a couple as well. So very well done to those anglers, especially Ed, who's had a couple of bites as well. Now we're just gathering up in the car park area. Everyone's packed away. We're just going to give away a couple of prizes, one for the biggest fish, one for the most fish, and then there's a couple of odd prizes here and there for the quizzes and whatnot. Like I said, it's been a fantastic opportunity to help those anglers here at Sandhurst, and a massive thank you to George and the ClubCarp crew in letting me come down and being part of this fantastic opportunity. Now, I will be back down here at Sandhurst at some point, but now I've got other plans and it's time to crack on.
It's been a really, really good event again, despite the weather being blistering hot. I think on these ClubCarp events we go from one extreme to another, but it's all part of it, and we all kind of get stuck in with each other and have a good time, have a bit of a laugh, and that's what these things are about as well. Not only are we learning something throughout the journey, throughout the course of the few days as well, but we're also making new friends, new acquaintances, and hopefully having a good session fishing. Okay, so prizes then. We wouldn't normally do a 4th through to first, but I think as we've worked exceptionally hard, 4 fish have come out. I mean, fair play to you guys, stuck with it in the temperatures. 4th place goes to Tom, 19 pound, 12 ounces. Well done, Tom. Well done, mate. Cheers, mate. Thanks for a good weekend. So 3rd place, unfortunately had to shoot home early. He took a total weight of 21 pound, 8 ounces, and that was Ray. So well done, Ray. It's not it. And then that finally leads me to 2nd and 1st. And 2nd place goes to a man who absolutely stuck with it in the blistering sunshine and off the top of, I think everyone had been digging out all day. It's Jordan. Well done, buddy. There you go, mate. And then you've got a bundle there. There's a box there for that. And then, of course, that means Ed, our winner. What did you have, mate? 26 pound, 2 ounce. First fish out of the session as well. We put that down to Neil and his good luck coming into your peg. Good angling, well done, mate, as always. And then you've got yourself a cool box. So then, team prize then, because what we like to do, so those who have not been to one of our socials before, we like to try and sector off sections of the lake, so we're working together as a team, and they did work really well together, and that was Ray, Ed, and Matt in the middle. So come and get your medals and your little trophies as well, and your little prizes as well. And then what we'll have to do is send off Ray his bits there. Yeah. Well done, mate. Cheers, well done, boys.
Thanks a lot, mate. I'll speak to you. I might be able to take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. Right, that'd be good. Yeah, I'm going to expect. Yeah, speech, Ed.
Oh, speech for me?
Yeah, come on, Ed.
So once again, brilliant social. Really happy that, you know, obviously came top rod, but absolutely fair play to all the other anglers that have been on this weekend. It's been really, really tough conditions. It's really been nice to meet a lot of the new members as well. So yeah, thank you very much, and we'll see you all on the next one. Well done.